The U.S. unemployment rate remained at 4.1% for a third straight month, the lowest level since 2000, according to the Labor Department, but Black Americans didn't fare as well as others. The unemployment rate for African Americans was 6.8% in December. Still, the number was a record low, and if this decrease continues, it's likely one that Republicans will use as the party attempts to win over Black voters, one of the groups that approves the least of President Trump. Gallup's latest data has just 6% of Black Americans approving of the president's job performance. U.S. added 148,000 jobs in December, a lagging finish to a year of strong growth. Trump campaigned as a job creator and promised to improve the economy for all Americans, Blacks included. "You're living in poverty, your schools are no good, you have no jobs, 58% of your youth is unemployed, what the hell do you have to lose?" he asked before a crowd in Dimondale, Michigan, during the campaign, a city that is more than 92% white. Black voters were overwhelmingly unconvinced, and Trump lost the African American vote to Hillary Clinton. But since Trump entered the Oval Office, his surrogates have claimed he has fulfilled his promise to Black Americans. Stephen Moore, an economic advisor to Trump's 2016 presidential campaign, wrote in The Hill, "Preliminary data show Black wages and incomes up since the election. It's early for sure, but so far Trump has done more for Black economic progress in 6 months than Obama did in 8 years. So is Trump a racist who doesn't care about the future of Black Americans? He is creating jobs, higher incomes, and trying to give a better education to every disadvantaged child in America. That is a pretty darn good civil rights record. But for many Americans, particularly Black Americans, there is more to having a pretty darn good civil rights record than lowering the Black unemployment rate, especially when Trump can take sole credit for the rate's decrease. Calling athletes protesting racism sons of BES, holding activists partially responsible for the killing of an anti-racism protester during a white supremacy rally, and endorsing a Senate candidate who pointed to the era of slavery as the last time America was great are all likely to be demerits on Trump's civil rights record with Black voters. Voters interviewed by The Fix after the jobs report's release want Trump to address the issues that have caused the Black unemployment rate to remain higher than the total jobless population. The Washington Post previously reported that a study by the Economic Policy Institute found that even when African Americans attend college and actively work to expand their skills and networks, they still earn far less than whites with a similar educational background. In fact, the wage gap has expanded the most between college-educated Blacks and whites. Economist William Rogers, who wrote the study, concluded that wage gaps are growing primarily because of discrimination. The Post's Heather Long wrote about some of the challenges Black Americans face in securing employment.